Alright, thank you very much. Hello everybody, it's your good friend Pozzible here, and I'm back in action with another look at another movie to review. And this particular one, even though the movie was called Big Bad Wolf, in some ways this movie could have really have been known as Big Bad Cliches. This is one of those movies that really didn't know what it wanted to be. I think in some ways Big Bad Wolf wanted to be like the movie Scream. It was a movie that wanted to make fun of werewolf and horror movies, but at the same time it wanted to be its own horror movie, a movie of its own merit. And unfortunately, it just kept falling apart at the seams. They had great potential, they had a really nice setup, but then it all falls apart when they go into the drudgery of familiarity. The cliches and all the stuff that we know before are all there. What is Big Bad Wolf about? Well, as you can imagine, a group of sexy teenagers go into a cabin in the woods where they meet a werewolf. It starts to eat them up, and then the survivors have got to figure out who the werewolf really was, are they next, where he came from, what's his story all about, and things like that. A pretty good premise. A good mystery. If they would have gave the mystery a shocking conclusion as opposed to a predictable conclusion. You know, they kept things going in the normal way. They gave the movie some real potential, but they could never really live up to that potential. It was left wanting. Not to mention the fact that our quote-unquote hero of the movie, the blonde boy pictured, was such a lame-o. If he wasn't so lame, maybe this movie would have stood a chance. We get it. He's the virgin. So did he have to be such a wussy virgin? I mean, yes, I grant you he was going to be a wuss, but did he have to be that much of a wuss? I guess so. And in the end, he just turns around and does what he already was going to do for a long time. Why he just couldn't do it earlier? Well, they had to fill the 90 minutes, I guess. Could they have filled the 90 minutes better? Oh yeah, they could have. And did we need the drama? No, we did not need the drama, because it took away from the horror. And if you ever see this movie, which is something you're going to have to decide for yourself whether or not you want to see Big Bad Wolf, then you're going to have to think about that yourself. I can't give this movie a see it. It wasn't good enough to qualify for that. And you had it, but you lost it, Big Bad Wolf. So that's why it doesn't get a see it. Can't give it a pass either, because it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that horrible. I mean, yes, I grant you, you tried to make him a murdering wolf who rapes and has the witty one-liners that fell really bad. I have not heard so many bad one-liners since Arnold Schwarzenegger in Batman and Robin. And that's saying something, okay? There was really no point for him talking so much. And at that last point, did you really have to talk? You couldn't just kill the kids? You know? I mean, come on, what was all that talking about anyway? But that doesn't matter. The important thing is, you had potential, you had the right stuff, but you dropped the ball in the end. And that's what Big Bad Wolf really is. Could have been a great mystery, could have been a really good horror. In the end, you just couldn't keep it together because you kept going in all these different directions. And those different directions, in my opinion, hurt the movie. I won't lie, it didn't kill the movie, but it hurt the movie. Alright guys, that's it for me for now. We'll see you at the theaters.